All right, we got a quick unboxing and setup guide for y'all of this monitor mount. So this is a vertical mount. It's a two monitor mount and it's vertical. So we're gonna show y'all everything that comes in here. Then we're gonna show y'all how to set it up and how the mounts go on there. So that's what it looks like. So you can see you have one mount on the bottom, one mount on the top. So it is vertical. Instead of them being side by side, they're on top of each other. Here's your instructions, setup guide, all the stuff that you need to be able to install it. So we'll take everything out for y'all. So here's one of the main posts. Here's the other one. So that's what the monitor will actually mount to. Comes with everything you need. Here's some kind of bracket, not 100% sure. All your little tools and things that you need to put it together, and some cable management ties. So that's cool too. They include that to keep your wires, running straight behind it. So this is going to be your screws, all the bolts and things you need. Your desk clamp. This is what actually clamps to your desk. This also is part of the desk clamp. So let's go ahead and open up all these so y'all can see what they look like. So that's part of the desk mount. Desk clamp as well. All your screws. We're not going to take all those out. Not going to take those out. Let's take this out. So that's what. So here's the monitor mount. So this is what actually screws onto your monitor to hold your monitor. Here's the other one. This is what holds your monitor on. And then here is another bracket for the desk clamp. So that's going to widen out your desk clamp. It has some pads there so it don't mess up your desk. So yeah, that's it. So let's put it all together, show y'all how to set it up and how it works. Put these two pieces together. And you go into, so install it like that. Screw them in from the bottom. So we got those two attached. Now we're going to attach the first pole. It says use pole B. I don't know if there's a difference between these or if they're the same. Let's see. Okay, yeah, B has this on the end, so that's the one I need. I need B. And we're going to screw this into the bottom side here. We're going to use 3 L screws. All right, so we got that piece together. We get to the next step. So the next step is screwing the desk clamp on. So you're going to need M. You'll need 2 of those. So we're going to put that knob side down, screw in from the outside, so like this. So it gives you multiple options of where you want to put it. Depending on how big your desk is, you may want to move it down one or up one. So I'm going to move it. My desk isn't very big, so I'm going to put it in the top. If you had a wider desk, though, you may want to put it in the bottom because I'm just going to create a larger gap there. Boom. Now that's attached. We're moving right along, and then this is how you'll clamp it to your desk. You just slide your desk right in here. So that's what I was saying. If you have a bigger desk, you want to move this down one, and it'll make this gap here bigger. But yeah, this is how it's going to fit on the desk. So let's go ahead and do that right here. I'll do it right here so y'all can see me. So literally, here's the end of my desk right here. I'm just going to put this desk high, slide it on, and then what you'll do is you're going to see this knob here. You're going to screw this on tight until it's all the way snug. So let's do that. All right, boom, and now it's all the way snug up against the table, and that's what holds this on, and now it ain't going nowhere. So now we're going to install the next pipe on top. So that's where this piece is going to come into play. This is the adapter, it connects the two. So you're going to put it in there first. You're just going to drop it straight in there like that. And then you're going to screw into these holes here, and it's going to stick out halfway. So let's get the K's. I need 4 of these. I don't think it matters what way you turn it, because like there's one side's open and one side's not. It says not to tighten these all the way down just yet. I think you want to put the other ones in first before you tighten them all the way down. You're just going to line them up on these holes on the bottom. So when you're putting this other piece on, you want to make sure these holes are on the same side as these holes. They need to match up. So make sure you turn it the right way. So it needs to be like that. So now we're going to install the other 4K screws into here to attach these two. All right, so that's done all the way. Got the whole second row on there. Boom, and then it's gonna lead, that's gonna lead us to our mounts. So this is how we're gonna use the monitor mount. So in order to loosen this up, it is gonna come kind of tight. So you wanna loosen it just a tad. So this part, these little hooks on this side, will just hook right into these holes here. Boom, just like that. And then you mount your monitor to these. So if your monitor has, I think it's called a VESA, V-E-S-A mount, VESA mount, it's just gonna hook right on it here. And then you can put these at whatever height you want, because you can tell there's different heights. So it goes all the way down to here, and then all the way up this pole. So you can put it at which height that you like, depending on your setup and how you need it. And we'll take this one, put it in, just like that. And now it's installed, boom. And now all you gotta do is install your monitors. That's pretty simple. You just use these screws that they provide you. This is letter J. Use these screws and you screw them into through these holes on your monitor. Or what probably be easier if you went ahead and just screwed this onto your monitor and then stuck your whole monitor on here. So that's actually what I'm gonna do. All right, so I have my monitor here. I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna screw it directly into these holes on the back side here. Make sure you screw it in the right orientation. You want these things facing down. So we're gonna put it right here. I'm gonna use the screws they provide. Once we get these mounts screwed on, then you just hang them on the pole, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Plug them in, of course. And then they also give you some little cable management things that pop in. They go on the back side of this. I'll show y'all that in just a second. Now these screws I'm putting in now, these are Phillips head, so you will have to get a screwdriver. They're not the Allen wrench like the other one is. Boom, and just like that, that's installed. Then all you do when you want to hang it, I'll show y'all right here on this bottom one right here. So when you want to hang it, take your monitor here. Let me scoot up. Take your monitor. You're gonna line up the holes right here from this bracket. I have to show y'all from the side because you won't be able to see it. So you just line them up, and boom, just like that. You got it in there. Now, I do need to tension this back up because the monitor's falling on it. So you see how the monitor's wanting to lean over. So you want to, I'm pushing it back where I want it, and then I'll have to tighten the tension down on here because I loosened it up earlier. Boom. Now it should hold. See, now it's perfectly straight. You can see the monitor straight up and down. It's not leaning forward. So that's it. That's one. Now we got to install the other one up there. So let's go ahead and do that. Just like that, got both the monitors mounted straight up and down. Now I wanted to show you how to use those little things on the back. So that's why I'm mounting them backwards right here. Obviously you want to straighten these up a little bit. Got them a little crooked. And you can also close that gap in. Like I have them, you can decrease or increase this gap depending on where you put them on there. I can move this one up or I can move this one down. It's however. But I wanted to show y'all these little cable management things that they give you right here. Boom, they give you a few of these, and as far as I know, they just, okay, right here, you see these little holes? See them holes right there? They're gonna snap right in. Boom, just like that. There's gonna be another one up here on this top row. Line the holes up, push it in, just like that. Boom, now you got cable management. You can run your wires down, and you can put another one right there. There's the third one. And then you just run your cables all the way down, and that way they stay hidden behind this, and you don't see them, and then you run them down there and plug them in. So yeah, that's it. That's what it'll look like. Obviously, you're gonna put them the other way, depending on where you put them at. I did like this so you can see those, the cable management. Actually, I'll run a wire down real quick. So what you do is you'll take your cable, like this is the HDMI cable. You just push it. It's hard to do with one hand. Push it right in there like that. Boom. There you go into. Same thing with this one. Push it in. And then same thing here with the bottom one. Push it in. And now your cable stays behind the pole. I'm gonna pull it tight. And it stays hidden. So yeah, if you need a little monitor mount that's vertical, it's not horizontal, it's vertical, definitely check this one out on Amazon. Everything works like it's supposed to do. Super simple to put together. There will be a link down in the description. Y'all go ahead and check this one out, and y'all have a great day.